Wow. Okay. We're live. Woo!
So it'll take about like 3 to 5 minutes for everybody to come in, but then the alerts and stuff go up. But yeah.
Let's go. All right. We are officially live on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. If you're watching this from Twitter, please hop over to Twitch or YouTube so that you can comment and chat with us because we can't see comments on Twitter. But yeah, we'll wait for some people to funnel in here before we get started. But basically, this is our launch party. We launched our live trading tool today, and we have a lot of people on the team here to talk about it. And we're going to introduce everyone on the team and everything. So, yep. What is up, GB Australia? Good day, mate. How's it going? Let's make sure that all systems are go on all the other platforms. Okay, I see us on Twitter. Yes. Let's make sure we're good on YouTube. All right. I think we're live, right? Yes. Is this us? Yes, we are live on YouTube. And finally, let me check Twitch. Yep. Live on Twitch. All right, Iceman, let's effing go. So grateful for this new swapping feature. Yes, and Iceman was in one of our private alpha testing sessions before we launched to the public. We tested this feature within our community, and Iceman was there to test with us. So shout out to Iceman for being in the testing session. We appreciate you. And yeah, thanks for being excited about our new feature. Moxie, how are things going over there?
Good.
Should we jump into it or not yet?
Yeah, no, it's a good time. If they're coming in, everybody got the alert then. So
okay,
great time.
Sweet. All right. Well,
things might be slow though, just because today's a really big day. I think Evaluate released their new swapping tool, so a lot of people are going to be using that. So just a heads up on that.
Thanks.
It's a big day. It's a really big day for the internet. Just period.
Yeah.
This is a life-changing day. So.
Life-changing day. Yeah. Welcome to our live trading launch party live stream. That is a handful. Yeah, we're going to talk about the new live trading feature. We have some people here, some special guests. You guys have seen me here before. You guys have seen Moxie like every single day out here streaming. But a lot of these other people in here you guys haven't seen. So we're going to introduce everybody, starting with the people whose faces you can see. So we got Christian Dittmeyer down at the bottom, or at least I think he's on the bottom. For my screen, he is anyway.
He's on the bottom, yeah.
But Christian, what's up?
Not too much. How's it going?
Good. So maybe everyone can say like their title, what they do at Evaluate, and maybe talk a little bit about what you worked on with this feature. We got a lot of devs in here right now, so Ray is the one flexing.
Was I flexing again? I do it by accident. It's just imprinted in my brain.
It's just automatic, Alpha testing went super smooth and honestly game-changing. Wow.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Love to hear it.
Love to hear it. All right,
yeah,
Christian.
This is Lucas's and Matt's first time on stream.
Oh, so, debut.
Yeah, this is their initiation.
Yes. Let's go.
Cool. Yeah, you said you wanted me to kick it off with the intro?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm Christian, co-founder here. In terms of what I worked on, I think I'm more in like the admin side, so just making sure we pay everybody, keeping in touch with our partners, and then working with our contractors and other people on design and getting everything done. So yeah, that's me.
Woohoo! All right, let's move over to Alex, the other co-founder of Evaluate, who he doesn't have his camera on, but yeah, Alex, what's up?
Nothing much. Like Jen said, another co-founder here at Evaluate. Most of my work revolved around the front end, specifically on the trading and swap of the homepage and the actual swapping features. So, working on especially that awesome feedback we got from the alpha testing, making sure that we got that in before launch date. We kind of used some of the user feedback to kind of shape the way we change like the front end, making stuff bigger, making things hoverable, / just easier to use. So yeah, front end stuff.
Woohoo! All right, how about Lucas, vegan beef?
All right, yeah, so I do smart contract and backend software engineering at Evaluate. I did the core of the Flow smart contract on Flow blockchain for this feature for the live trading, and then helped to set up kind of some of the other backend stuff. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, so it's really fun to see it all coming together and working in real time.
It really has been a long time coming. It's like it's been so many months. And it's like, it feels great to finally, it's like you're giving birth to a baby. Like, yes, I've been pregnant for so long and finally,
Totally right.
woo! Even though nobody here can relate, including me. So anyway, moving on. All right, we have Raymond F22. What's up, Ray?
So yeah, I'm one of the other front end engineers. So for the past couple of months, I'll be working on like whether it be a new feature or kind of bringing up a mock-up to life, or squashing some bugs that come up. Yeah, that's kind of what I do here at Evaluate.
Squashing bugs, love to see it. All right, MRT, we got the Pudgy Penguin PFP.
Yes, the Pudgy Penguin, always going to represent. My name's Matt. I'm a machine learning engineer at Evaluate. So over the last couple of months, I've been working on building out a system to do smart matching on the swap system, so we can figure out how to pair up people who should be in a trade together rather than just doing it randomly. And then the last week I worked on the Twitter bot that you might have seen.
Yes, the Twitter bot is super clutch, by the way. If you want to see all of the trades that happen on our site, the bot, oh my gosh, wait, what is the bot name? Evaluate.
I think it's Evaluate Swap Bot.
Okay, Evaluate Swap Bot. And you can see literally every time there's a trade, it just tweets it out. So yeah, if you want to follow along with all the trades, wasn't there a legendary, Top Shot legendary trade today that happened?
Was there?
I swear
all of his moments over to a different account.
Nice. Yeah, a lot of people mass moving. That's another cool thing too. You can move a lot of moments at once, and we're going to get into everything you can kind of do with the trading feature. And a lot of people might not know some of these things, but yeah. And also, by the way, this is also a Q&A live stream as well. So if you have any questions during this, feel free to ask in the comments. Like I said, we got 2 co-founders and a bunch of devs on here. So, ask away all your questions. They will answer them for you. Okay, Moxie, you want to introduce yourself? No, I'm just kidding.
You guys know me. I'm here every day. So well, I'll kick it off with a question.
Yes.
So I was going to ask Chris this, but now we got Alex here too. And anybody who on the other, rest of the team wants to answer this. If you were talking about swapping moments, let's do like a life reference. So let's take it to if you're a Spurs fan or a Suns fan, obviously that's a moment you want to swap. What are some of the moments that you want to keep as far as your life experience? And then what are some moments you may be looking for next? So we'll start with the devs or the founders and then go to the devs. So
yeah, I can go first. Since I know off the bat. So my favorite moment that I never trade away is I have a Devin Booker base set series 1 common. It's like the jump shot he had over Paul George and Kawhi Leonard in the bubble. And for me, that was like the, oh my God, maybe we don't suck now moment. And so I think for me, I remember watching that obviously in the middle of the pandemic when everything was weird and there's these digital fans sitting behind. And I just had so much optimism of okay, we're going to be good now. And maybe we sneak in. I think we didn't get in the playoffs off a tiebreaker, but
y'all definitely did. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was. I think it was the first moment that everybody could kind of say okay, this Devin Booker guy's gonna carry them to big places. And when they eventually win the finals this year, I think that's gonna happen. In terms of moments that I'm gonna get to, my swaps have not been good. So if we look at the swap history later and talk about some of the trades, mine haven't been good, but hopefully I'm hoping to get to that same moment. But I think there's a rare or legendary version of it. So that's what I'm hoping to get towards one day. And then I have the tiny Top Shot account of the team. Alex has the big one, along with Jennifer and I think a couple others here. But yeah, I'm interested to hear what Alex's is. But I think I have an idea.
Yeah. My philosophy, my stuff is whatever I don't have locked or not prized jazz moments. So if it's a really good jazz moment or if it's locked, I won't obviously trade that. But other than that, everything else is on the table in terms of what I'm looking for. Whatever's in for challenges, whatever's in for the current flavor of the day, whatever's trading high. So kind of a little bit less personal unless it's a jazz moment, but everything else is on the table.
I like it. Let's go with Lucas. I guess it's like a stand-up or stand-up in the morning.
Yeah, so definitely have a lot of hometown pride. I grew up in Portland, so like anything Trailblazers, I try and hang on to that. But yeah, been recently trying to check out some moments from my new town, Denver. Yes, the Nuggets have been doing all right. So yeah, looking for Portland and Denver.
Ray, what are you looking for? All day moments?
Yeah, so as most of y'all know, I'm a big all day fan. I pretty much own every single Dallas Cowboys moment on the platform as of now. So yeah, that's kind of like what I'm usually like trying to hoard is Dallas Cowboy moments. And if you get on the platform and you find me and you try to offer me Cowboy moments, there's a good chance I'm going to try to take that trade. So yeah, anything Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, you took Parsons from me, huh? Real cheap too.
Hey, you offered him.
So. Yeah, I know. What about you, Matt?
Shout out to Corporate Trash, by the way, who said, "Congrats, EM. Love the new feature. We appreciate you, Corporate Trash."
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, Corporate Trash is awesome. Also, Rip City Kev. We got Kevin in here, community manager for Evaluate. He said, "I heard Ray wants to trade all of his all-day Cowboy moments for Eagles moments."
Never.
Big fan.
I burn every Eagles moment I get. Not really, but I have been burning some Eagles moments in spite. Whenever they ask us to burn moments, I try to burn my little Eagles.
That's savage. That's just
Wait,
savage.
really? That's actually hilarious.
Hey man, I have to burn something for those premium packs, or what are they? The playbook packs. So I'm gonna burn my Eagles commons.
They're gonna go up. They're like the only team winning right now.
I was gonna say, like, doesn't that make the Eagles moments more valuable? So aren't you?
Yeah, that's. I thought of that too, but
helping them actually.
It just feels good to like.
He's the biggest Eagles fan, truly.
But they just lost to the Commanders, so I don't know if they're as hot as everyone thinks.
Didn't we lose in overtime last week?
Yeah.
Hey, don't turn this into a football or basketball, whatever you're talking about, live stream, Moxie. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Stick to the mission. Okay, what's up, Naps? Hi, all. Happy trading. Yes, happy trading. Naps, have you done any trades on our platform yet? Okay, anyone else to answer the question, Moxie, before I wanted to, after that, go into the trading and kind of talk about the future.
It was Matt and then you, so you can let Matt
know.
Me. And you can
me. I always want S1 moments, S1 comments. That is all. Okay, Matt.
I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm not huge on flow, so I'm definitely going to be looking at the ETH collections. But I know I will never sell my Pudgy Penguin, so I'm going to have to get rid of some other stuff to get some more ETH.
Gonna have to lock it up.
Diamond hander.
All right, we got a question here. Christian and Alex, to start a feud, or actually to start a feud, which of you has a bigger collection and why?
This isn't even close.
Yeah, definitely me.
Yeah, Alex is the I'm the I'm gonna buy like one small thing of this new NFT collection or Top Shot. I think when we started, I bought one moment and one pack. Alex was like 3 packs going in. So Alex is the bigger collector. His Top Shot account is probably maybe 20x mine or more. So
yeah, I think I'm like 14th on the Jazz leaderboard. So I think that's like my most surprised. Like, obviously, I'm a big Jazz fan. I went to the game last night, so if I sound a little depressed, that's probably why. But beyond that, yeah, no, 14 on the Jazz leaderboard. I think I'm on top of some of the other leaderboards. I think for the locking team leaderboard challenge, I think there was only 2 teams I missed to not be in the top 750. So like I really try to go after all the different challenges and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I just saw Naps call it Happy Trading Day. So do we just start like a national trading day every year?
Yes. Yeah, this is International Trading Day, actually. National
today, the
National
16th?
Trading Day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
November
national,
60th, National Trading
Yep.
Day.
Marketing your calendars, folks.
Every day is trading day.
Yeah.
Particularly today.
Yes. Okay. So let's talk about this feature. First of all, I don't know if I should share my screen. I think it's gonna make everybody be invisible. But Christian, why don't you kick it off with telling everybody what it is that we just launched today for those that maybe haven't tuned in yet, or maybe they kind of heard, live trading feature, but they don't know exactly what that entails.
Yeah, so this is the new Evaluate. So we dropped the dot market, and we've introduced this new live NFT swapping feature. So you can log into your Dapper Wallet or an ETH wallet, but we're really focused on flow, at least initially. And you can hit start trading now to get matched with somebody, or you can search the online users to the right. So if you use a type in like Christian, you can send them a request. So that's the new sort of dashboard. And then if you hit start trading now, you can match with people and chat and trade moments across Dapper wallets. So yeah, I think that's the V1 experience. It's all live. And you can do it today by going to evaluate.xyz.
Hey, all right, yes. And yeah, this is all live, by the way. This is the first live trading feature with a built-in chat function. Lucas, Vegan Beef in here, actually called it, what did you say? Like, you said it so perfectly on Twitter.
Oh, I tweeted out, I think it was maybe Christian or someone else who came up and said it originally, but yeah, it's like chat roulette.
Yeah.
Or Omegle, but for NFTs.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Chat roulette or Omegle with NFTs. And what's cool is that, you can trade all of the different, for example, if we're on, connected to your Dapper wallet, you can trade all the different flow NFTs that you own and that other people own. Okay, that one, they have their stuff locked. Oh, Moxie has requested to trade with me. Yeah, and if somebody requests, you can accept and enter a trade lobby with them. Maybe Moxie will give me his driver if I suggest, but yeah, you can filter search by collection. Once you filter out what the specific collection is, you can then type in like the player or the series or the rarity, anything like that, like common. Maybe I want to look at my series 2 commons, and I can add things up here to trade. I can also suggest things, and then he can then choose, what he wants to add to the trade or not. Fair market value, please. Fair trade. And then once you're ready to trade, you can hit send offer, and they can either accept or reject, which obviously he just rejected. And he's trying to trade me something for nothing, which is another thing too. You do have to be careful on, someone may try to, pull a fast one on you and trade you something for nothing. Obviously, it's great if you want a gift, and you can even mass gift. Like I could send like 15 moments to Moxie, in an instant, which is great. But, you just got to make sure that, okay, you see what they're offering in exchange for what you're offering. Okay, I will send you something, but I'm not going to send you that.
And I will say, if you do accidentally hit accept, it will warn you that you're trading for nothing in return. And you have to hit like this grayed out button that says proceed to keep going. So it'd be very unlikely to accidentally gift moments now, but keep an eye out for it, because I know sometimes I just start clicking through things. So always double check, click into the moments and look at what they're worth, and go from there.
Right. Yeah. And that's another thing. You can see the value of it based on the floor price. Obviously, you might want to take your serial number into account. But yeah, you can see all the information when you click into the moment, and you can even hover and kind of see a little bit about each moment as well, so you don't have to directly click into it. And yeah, and another thing we added, so first of all, you can chat, and you can also add emojis, which is fun. Let's see, I don't know, what should we, melting face? Oh, okay, maybe this one. Maybe
You
this.
have to hit the button, but we'll fix that.
Some of the emojis don't work right now, but they will. Okay, this one I know for sure works. The gorilla works. The gorilla works. All right, let's see. So what we got here? OMG, chat roulette. Throwback to those chat roulette days. Will the platform eventually support trading unopened packs?
Yeah, I think so. So all day packs are already NFTs. They just have to update the metadata to the catalog standard. So when that happens, they'll be supported, assuming their team doesn't intervene and ask that they not be. And then whatever Top Shot's NFT. So yeah, we could see in the future. Our platform doesn't really differentiate between like if the NFT is like a pack or a single moment or a PFP. So yeah, that's in the future. And then I see Corporate Trash saying next partner button is sending me. It sends me too. I get upset because people next me like consistently because I don't have a good Top Shot collection.
It's like Tinder swiping.
And I get offended. I don't know why, but it hurts a little bit when somebody somebody comes in and they're like the 9 Lives Lounge and they've got like 10 hollows sitting in the front, and then they see my my most valuable NFT on flows worth like $100, and then it's just get me. So yeah, it sends me too. So
you gotta up your collection, Chris.
Yeah, I might have to. I'm gonna get that Devin Booker hollow. That's gonna be my first step.
Yeah, get a couple of Suns hollows, and I think they'll at least pause for about a couple seconds.
Hopefully.
This is a great question for you, Alex or Lucas. So we kind of covered this yesterday, but I feel like you guys would explain it better. How many can you trade for one? If you're trying to require trade tickets for a rare or something.
Yeah, I can take it real briefly. So you actually don't even need to trade for one. If you're trying to acquire trade tickets, I guess if it's like a gifting thing, you can send 15, 20, 25 to one. If you are trying to do a trade, you can certainly send 15, 20, 25 to one. And really, it's kind of complicated, but it's based off of your storage on the blockchain. And Dapper in the back end, if your storage gets too low, they go and automatically top it off. So let's say you'll try to send 15 or 20 trade tickets for one moment, and on our site it'll say contract or cadence, something about the cadence contract failing. If that happens, you just need to wait maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and Dapper will eventually on the back end go and top off your wallet so that your storage is in compliance. Once that happens, you'll be able to trade for that same 15, 20 or whatever it was you were trying to trade. So in terms of like how much, I would say conservatively, sending 10, 15 moments, you should be fine. Anything upwards of that, there might be some storage issues that would shortly resolve after 30 minutes to 45 minutes.
Perfect.
Yeah, and shout out to Lucas for building the smart contract that does a lot of things that no flow smart contract has done before in terms of these mass gifts, allowing gifting on all day and other platforms, and then these like multi swaps. And I will say I've been super impressed by it. It's super secure, so there's no way that like your moments can get sent without getting any in return because it all happens in one transaction. And we're super excited about what you can do. And we've already kind of gifted each other to like we got some moments like promotional to like give away to people for using the tool. And we've already sent like 20 at a time before. But yeah, usually it's safer to do 10 to 15, and we're working on ways to make it more reliable at those bigger numbers if possible.
Yeah. Can we talk about future plans for mobile app development?
Should I take that, or does somebody else have a good take on it? I guess it's me. Yeah, so far you can trade on mobile browser. It's a little bit more difficult because there's less screen space. So we do have mobile compatibility. In terms of native app, there's a lot of issues with not issues, but challenges on like getting on the App Store and allowing people to kind of interact with digital assets that aren't App Store compliant. So we've been waiting and seeing, and really focusing on making our desktop site better and more reliable, and then also sort of the mobile version, which I think we're going to continue to make better over time. But no short-term plans for our mobile app. But yeah, I think it'd be cool down the line if we can do that. And if you're on Safari on mobile, you can always click the more options and hit like add to home screen, and it kind of feels like an app, like the search bar isn't at the top and whatnot. So there's that option as well, but no app plans in the short term.
Yeah, keep the questions coming, guys. Like I said, this is also a Q&A. If you have any questions during this that pop into your head, feel free to type them in the chat. If you're watching this on Twitter, head over to YouTube or Twitch so you can ask questions. But let me go back to sharing my screen really quick. Okay, what else was I going to say about this? Let's go through with the trade, Moxie, but okay. I guess you don't have to give me, this is only a $2 moment, so I'm going to send the offer. All right, so once you both accept, before you both sign, you can still back out of a trade. So, for example, right now, if I wanted to go next partner or exit, I am not going to get this moment. And even if he signs this, but I haven't signed yet, I will not get the moment. The trade will not go through. But once both of us signs, then, there's no turning back after that. It's going to go through, and, the trade is going to end up happening. So, but there's also a nice little activity feature here within the chat where you can see everything that's happening. There's going to be a proposal that's valid for 5 minutes. After that 5 minutes, it's not going to be valid anymore. Sure you want to finalize? Yes. And you're just going to have to sign a transaction in your Dapper Wallet. There'll be a pop-up. Now, make sure you don't have pop-ups blocked. That is a problem some people are running into as well, where there'll be a little, it's like, oh, the pop-up's not, there's nothing popping up. So make sure you don't have pop-ups blocked. Okay, back to corporate trash. Is there a time limit for each person to sign? Oh, wait, I guess we just said that. 5 minutes. Oh, 5 minutes. 5 minutes after first person signs. Oh, Cody's in here. So the third CEO of Evaluate, I believe this is him. Unless someone else's username is. Okay. He's popped in the chat. Let's go. 5 minutes after first person signs. Okay, that is good to know. Trade is now complete. So Moxie, do you want to hit like next or exit? Once someone else hits next or exit, it's going to automatically put me back in the search lobby. So then I'm going to be searching for a trading partner again, and I'll be matching up with somebody. So if you don't want that to happen, obviously you can just exit out and leave. And I kind of feel bad that I just left that person, but
You're part of the problem.
But I'm part of the problem. Yeah. You can also scroll down and see how many users are online that own NFTs from the different flow collections that we support. So, for example, there's 72 people online right now that have Top Shot collections. Evaluate.xyz has requested to trade with me. This is Kevin. I'll see it in my notification center. If I don't want to trade, I can just deny that request, which, that's, I guess I'll trade. Fine, Kevin, I'll trade with you. If it does it, maybe it won't. Wait, oh no. Yeah, oh, okay. Well, sometimes bugs happen. But, all right, it's me. Oh, what the heck? Let's go. All right. So let's see, what else should we go over? Yeah, we did rebrand. So we have a new logo now. We changed our name from Evaluate Market to evaluate.xyz. So that's all new. And the look of the site is new too. I know we're kind of focusing on this trading feature, but some of the other site looks different than it did before. Also, we have dark mode. We could totally do dark mode right now. And one cool thing is when you're trading, you can actually go into, so if you click on little avatar, go to account settings, and click on activity, you can see all of the trades that you've done on whatever wallet you're connected to. So Flow, I'll see all my Flow trades that have happened. And then my purchases and stuff. I just bought this moment for $10 2 hours ago. And I just got this moment from this person 3 minutes ago. So you can kind of see all your trading activity as well, which is really cool.
And can we show them the how to log in and out? Because I think that's changed as well, like the login process.
Yes, let's do that. So I'm just gonna refresh the page. So yeah, if you connect your wallet, I don't know. You want me to connect my Dapper? Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, let's connect in. Requesting signatures. You have to confirm that, okay, this is in fact my wallet. And bam, there we go. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. Yeah, pretty simple way to log in. What else should we go over? Oh yeah, recent trades down at the bottom. So you can see like the last, what is this, 5 trades that have happened on the site, and you can see who traded what, and you can even see the moments too. Like you can click into them and see like what it is that they got, which is pretty cool. And then if you go on our bot on Twitter that Matt made, you can see all of the trades of all times that have happened, and not just the last 5. So
yeah, it'd be kind of fun to kind of go over some of them if we can later.
Yeah.
There's been some interesting trades already.
Yeah.
I think,
Christian, if you want, can you talk about some of the features that people have requested, or maybe changes that people have already kind of mentioned that they would like to see, and then what we're probably either A, not going for right now, or maybe B, going to try to implement in the future?
Yeah, I think so. One thing we've heard requests for is sort of the idea of like having the ability to buy flow NFTs in bulk. Like, can I add 10 Top Shot moments to a cart, or 5 Jolly Jokers? So that's something we're interested in and that we're actively researching and working on. We want to make the trade experience better. We'll probably add like an offline way of sending a trade, very similar to online, but being able to set an expiry and send a trade request and not need the user online. We're working on just making the experience we have better, making it easier to sort and filter through your collection. But yeah, I think that's the main concept there, is just making it easier to buy and swap and discover NFTs on Flow, which often live in different places.
So Corporate Trash is asking, can you still search by rarity for the ETH collections?
Yeah, I know that you can sort by rarity. So Jennifer, if you want to pull up an NFT collection, we can kind of demonstrate that. So yeah, you can still sort by it. I don't know if we have searching capability by rarity, but yeah. So if you go to like Marketplace, Jennifer, and then maybe scroll to the right on this little carousel with that right arrow, and let's go to like keep going, Jolly Jokers, for instance. So if you click that and then click rarity, right there. So we do sort by it, so you can kind of go through the rankings and find what you want. But I don't think it's in the filter quite yet. But yeah, and then we do that. And then if you were to open any one of those, you can kind of see the details. I think there's a lot of details on these because they're not on marketplaces yet, and I'm sure they will be pretty soon. But yeah, it is easy to kind of browse that way, but I don't think there's a search yet. Sort, yeah, you did mid-sort. So yeah, you can still do that. You can either do that by hitting the rarity thing, or you can just do it in there's a little like sort drop down as well. And then Jennifer, one thing I always tell people to do, and you could do this or not, just based on your preferences, is if you're on a smaller screen, that's something we're working on. If you click like the 3 little dots, if you're using Chrome in the top right, and zoom out to like 80%, it usually fits a little bit better. We're struggling because like sometimes like if they're too small, it's hard to see, and other times if it's too big, it kind of gets in the way. But yeah, and then I think another thing we'd like to point out here is like if you go to search collections over Moxie's NFTs, you can kind of filter through here. So if you were to click like Top Shot, for instance, and then let's say he has some Spurs moments, you can type like Spurs or Common or Series 4, click on that, and it'll search through and filter and sort, or I think filter his collection. So yeah, that's how you can kind of narrow down what you're looking for. And then you can always ask him in the chat too, like, hey, do you have this moment, or I'm looking for that.
Yeah. And then Corporate Trash was saying sort by rarity. You can't really, so there's not really a sort right now. It's kind of just highest value to lowest value, right? If I'm getting that right.
Yep. Yeah. So like in the collection pages you can, but in the trade right now, we might add sorts later, but right now it just goes like most expensive to least expensive. And the reason we went with that is so that like when you match to somebody, you can kind of show them like your nicest NFTs like right off the bat. But yeah, maybe we will add more sorting here later.
But yeah, that would be great. That's a great suggestion. Like, yeah, low to high, high to low, rarity sort. Yeah, because we do have that with the right here. Like you can
Right.
sort by the different, you know, maybe you can even get recently added, like the, you know, your most recent NFTs that you've bought, stuff like that. That'd be a great thing to add for sure.
Yep.
And we're always open to suggestions. So any suggestions you guys have. This is just the first iteration of the trading tool. We are in beta, guys. All right. I mean, not the whole site, just the live trading is in beta. But so, you know, going to be constantly working on improving it. I think I missed this. The new Evaluate logo kind of looks like an abstract NFT version of the Earth, aka welcome to the digital world. Love it. Ooh.
Yeah, and shout out to Nikita who designed our logo. He does a bunch of like Web3 redesign concepts, and he helped us kind of land on this logo. I think the inspiration was kind of like the Twitter hexagon. That's a hexagon there. Yeah, but like that kind of that, I don't even know my shapes apparently, but that shape mixed with like the E concept was where we came up with that. But yeah, thanks for the observation on the new logo.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. What else should we talk about here? Let me.
It's cool to show people the trade bot. I think that's one of my favorite new things.
Okay.
Yeah, we're probably going to be, just a side note here, like we're probably going to be doing streams where we kind of review trades and stuff like that, as well as like, you know, if you ever have any questions while I'm live or anything like that, we're more than welcome to like walk you through whatever problem you run into or any, you know, question solving. So.
Sweet. Yeah, thank you, Moxie, for doing that. Also, Naps is wondering, how does it work with requesting a trade, like the process for accepting the request? Okay, we'll show that really quick. Moxie, I guess if you can send me a trade request. Basically, you must be online. So you have to be online. The other person has to be online in order to send and receive requests, since this is like a live feature. So, but yeah, you can kind of see all of the active traders, everyone that's online right now. And you can just click trade. What's going to happen is they're going to get this little notification on their end. It'll be right here with the notification bell, and you can just click trade, and it'll automatically enter you into the lobby with them. So, so yeah, that's how that works. And hi, stop trying to get my NFTs. Yeah, when the trade looks good, click send offer. Oh, nice. So yeah, that is that for a specific person by clicking the mag glass.
Oh yeah, so another way you could do this, and we're still working on this process and making it easier. But if you were to exit this trade, and then if you search on the top, like search Christian, on the top one, and he might have been talking about that magnifying glass. So if you see someone's profile, like click the top one. We're gonna have it to where you can like send them a request straight from there.
Cool.
And then if I click on that,
oh great, so that works right now. That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's another way, and we're gonna pretty that up a little bit. But yeah, there's multiple ways to send people a request, and it's day one, so we're making it better and more exciting. But hopefully, people can get in lobbies together and not just do the more randomized and over time smarter search. In terms of like matching people who are similar to you, but you don't know, maybe it'll be easier over time to match people you do know.
Yeah, and someone was saying earlier, they're like, I just traded with someone and I wanted to trade with them again, but I didn't catch their username. Mm-hmm. If you go over, like if you just freshly exited a trade, like you can see the last couple trades and I guess you can then click on their profile and request to trade from there. Well, they're not online right now, but if they were, they'd get that request. Scully, what's poppin'? Welcome. Oh, Ray is hopping off. I don't know if he already left. Let's see. Okay, he did. Goodbye, Ray.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
We're looking at maybe like a trade again button, maybe like a share your trade button after the fact. So that'll get better over time. And yeah, I think I've been there too, where I'm like, oh, I was like you want to do like a test trade and then like maybe work your way up. But yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, let me pull up the bot. I know you wanted to look at some of the trades on there. So yeah, if you want to see all the trades that have happened, go to Evaluate Swap Bot on Twitter, and you can just scroll through and see all of the different trades that that are happening. And then, oh, I didn't even know this. You can click to see the flow scan transaction. I guess it didn't. It opened a new window, but I did click on it. But yeah, oh, here's me and Moxie. Thanks, Moxie.
Yeah, that wasn't a fair one at all. I want that one back.
Oh, that's why you said give me my moment back.
But I'll post the link for everybody if you want to follow the bot as well, you know, just to keep track of trading and stuff like that.
Yeah. Ooh, do I smell a potential for poker with NFT antes using the trading platform for entry? I don't know. Moxie?
I feel like that's a Lucas question because it's a lot of coding and something I wouldn't know how to do.
Poker.
But I mean, it sounds like it's doable, but I don't want to.
Lucas, can we play poker on Evaluate?
The hard part about that is you would have to have some kind of table boss or something to have custody of your tokens while you're playing, before you pay out, which is tricky to do. We set this up so that that's like never the case with the swap feature. Like you're always in control of your tokens until the moment you trade them. So we could certainly put that on the list. But it's kind of against the philosophy of the security that we're going for.
Yeah, and there might be some like regulatory and legal stuff we have to worry if we introduced gambling and betting that I'm sure we're not licensed for. But it's an interesting concept and maybe something other ones will do, or maybe even use contracts we use to facilitate.
Yeah, see, Iceman, that's why you asked them, because I would have said yes, let's get on that.
Right away. Let's do it.
But yeah, that's really cool. I didn't even actually know that you could search the user in the search bar, so that's really nice.
Cool. Yeah, we're all learning things.
Yeah, so we do have maybe 14 minutes left of this live stream. If you guys have any last minute questions, feel free to answer. It's a great opportunity to ask any questions you have. Okay, we got one from Nabs. When did you guys figure out you could do this, or did you know from the beginning? Ooh, that's a really good question.
Yeah, Alex, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I think most of that came from whenever, I guess early on, it wasn't really possible to do this. Really, the biggest game changer was that Flow came out with something called a Flow catalog that collections have to opt in. It's a way for us to easily pick up other NFT collections such as Top Shot, Flunks, and whoever else wants to get on the Flow catalog to follow a standard so that we can easily ingest them on the blockchain and then are able to kind of show them on the site. Kind of that in tangent with kind of the non-custodial aspect of Top Shot, or Dapper Labs and their IP companies kind of being a little bit more open to taking stuff out and sending them to Blockdo, that type of thing. I think the combination of those two things made it so that it was a little bit easier for us to kind of get this going. So yeah, once the Flow catalog came out, I think we were kind of already partly in development of this. It just kind of synced up in that. I think it's been maybe a couple weeks or maybe a month since that's happened. So yeah.
Yeah, shout out Albert at Dapper /Flow and Chandan and that whole team for all the work they've done with standardizing metadata, permissionless contract deployment, all of that. Huge help for companies like us.
Yeah, and it's not just big for like us and swapping, but other NFT third-party companies to build things on top. I think kind of what made OpenSea and what really blew it up was that they kind of had a NFT standard like for metadata on chain, and that kind of allowed like the ecosystem to blow up since it was an easy way to ingest stuff. And since that's now kind of going on in Flow, and they're really encouraging all collections to kind of get with the program and get on the Flow catalog, I think you're going to see a lot more third-party apps do some interesting things. And we're also not done doing interesting things. There's a couple other things coming along the way. I think Chris hinted at them, but yeah. Okay,
so we got two more things as well. Keep the questions coming, guys. All right, Iceman said, I'm thinking in more, back to the poker thing. I'm thinking more of a friendly group theory. Obviously not a wise business decision on the poker idea because of legal, but technically a group of friends can make that happen. through the trading platform with the understanding that Evaluate is in no way responsible for that kind of activity and its outcomes. Also, kind of how fantasy leagues work in the way that we pay dues, if that makes sense at all.
Yeah, I think we'll see. I think we've already kind of seen people use it. Like it seemed like there was like almost like a rental, like where somebody traded something really valuable for something like worth a third of it, with the concept of like it's collateral and you will trade it back. So yeah, there's probably going to be applications of people using it that aren't like sort of the initial intent, and we're okay with that. But probably maybe not something like you're saying, maybe something we don't endorse, but ends up happening anyways.
Yeah, and I think this ties in with Scully too, asking, we always see fishy sales by the live token bot, which is probably some multi-accounter moving money around. Are there any safeguards to make it harder for multi-accounters to use this new tool?
Yeah, we're working with Dapper's compliance team and the Dapper Wallet team to make the tool more sort of like conscious of that over time. Yeah, that's a good concern, and it does use Dapper Wallet. So if Dapper Wallet were to ban somebody or to take action, that would happen directly in our interface as well. So yeah, great question.
Sweet. All right. Well, as we kind of come to a close here, if there's any last questions, put them in the chat. Let us know. Scully said thanks, but also I wanted to kind of go around and as we end this, everyone kind of say their favorite thing about the new trading feature, or maybe something that not a lot of people know about or that you can do. Yeah, let's start with Lucas. I feel like he knows some things.
Oh, favorite feature. This is a little nerdy, but my favorite feature is that we have security checks on both sides. So if someone, makes a swap says, okay, let's trade. Everyone's agreed on the interface, and then they secretly transfer one of their moments away, or they lock a Top Shot moment or something. We will know, like, even right when you go to sign it, it'll fail, and it'll say, oh, there's something going on. So that was kind of a lot of fun to implement on both sides, especially because there's some tricky things we had to do technically to make that possible. But yeah, that's definitely my favorite.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, before we get to Iceman, Matt, what about you?
I think my favorite is that the ETH collections on Evaluate are like verified. Like we don't just put all the ETH collections up there. We put the ones with like high volume or that OpenSea checks and says are good. So if you're doing a trade on ETH collections, you know what you're getting rather than having to quadruple check that you're not getting some fake whatever. We do a little bit of that work for you.
Yeah, and that's super clutch too with like if you're, you connected your MetaMask wallet and you're wanting to trade ETH NFTs, you want to make sure that if you're trying to get a doodle, that's actually from the doodles collection, right? So yeah, we only support ETH collections with over 1,000 ETH volume, 1,000 in ETH trading volume. So that's always great. Okay, what about Alex?
Yeah, I think for that ETH trading volume, I think sooner rather than later, we're going to kind of bump that down to, I think, 100 ETH or maybe 500 ETH per collection.
Alpha leak.
Yeah, Chris and I were talking about kind of removing that, not removing, but lessening that threshold, some other collections to come in, but we'll still have that coveted verified batch for the collections that we know are legit. So you're not trading like, a Bored Ape for a fake Bored Ape. As far as favorite feature, I love when I first match somebody being able to suggest. So I'll just go to like their top NFTs and kind of troll them a little bit and suggest like their most valuable ones and see if they're willing to bite. But yeah, I think the add suggest system is probably my favorite.
Yeah, that's a fun one. Kevin, our community manager, said the chat sounds and confirmation sounds in the lobby are my favorite. Ooh, yes, I love the sounds. And especially if you're like, I literally have 30 tabs open right now. If I'm like doing something else and then, oh, I matched with somebody, or oh, they did something and said something, like I can hear that. And then I can go over to that tab and like react, which yeah, is super clutch in my opinion as well. Christian, what about you?
Yeah, I like that you don't have to know who you're going to trade with when you go on the site. I feel like NFT Trader and SudoSwap, OTC, they're really cool products, but it's really hard to like go somewhere else and like convince somebody that I'm real and want to trade for what they have and even get a hold of them. So I think it's that, and just being able to show people my NFT collection. And then my least favorite part is getting nexted by people instantly who look at mine and then they're worthy. But yeah, that's my my favorite part of the product. And I think it's fun, it's social, and even if you don't trade with somebody, even if you don't like come to a deal, you can have fun and meet other collectors, which is I think unique to us. And I'm hoping that we kind of improve that experience over time.
Yeah. What about you, Moxie?
Two things for me. One, that it's finally out, and when people in chat are like, "Oh, dude, I wish there was a trading feature for all day," I don't just sit there like, "Yeah, me too," you know. So I'm happy to finally be past that and be able to talk about it with you guys. And two, coming from like content creation for the past few years of my life, I think it's like a lot of groundwork and a lot of opportunity, not only for Evaluate or the people that are using it, but also other companies in terms of what can happen next, right? This just should spawn ideas for a lot of other people, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I think this is a really good start, and I think the future is really bright for it. So yeah,
the future is bright. Okay, my favorite thing. Oh man, honestly, I like meeting like random people. I'm just like, if I'm like bored, I'm like start trading, and then I can just like chat with people. And even if I don't trade, like this morning, I was like, hey, you got an ES1? And then, they're like, no, and then we just started having a conversation, and we didn't even end up trading. But it's also nice just to kind of chat with strangers that have similar interests, which I guess ties into what Christian said. And then even being able to trade across, NFL all day, UFC Strike, like the fact that you can't gift on those platforms, but you can trade and gift through ours is like super exciting. No. Okay. All right. Iceman said, Jen, Def trying to start a family feud before the holidays. LOL, JK. But between you and the rest of the Evaluate family, who is the most diverse collector? You know what? I'm gonna say me, because I feel like I have Top Shot, I got NFL all day, I have UFC Strike, I have like hundreds of ETH NFTs, I have Solana NFTs, I have a bunch that I even forget that I have. I don't know, but maybe I don't know who else. I don't know everyone else's collection, actually. I feel like Matt has a bunch of ETH NFTs. Alex has a shit ton of like trash NFTs.
I was gonna say Alex has he probably has Aptos, Solana, Flow, ETH, Polygon, and who else? Who knows what else? Alex will he is always down to try a new NFT collection. He isn't overly skeptical, so I would put him up there as well.
Ever since I missed out on Bored Apes, I've aped into everything else, and it has not worked out for me. So,
yeah, Alex and I have definitely fought over who has the more valuable NFT collection overall. And I don't know what we concluded. I think we tied almost.
I think we tied, but low key, you got the slight edge. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I had the slight edge. Yeah. So with all the packs, because unopened packs. Yeah. So then But yeah, anyone with wax NFTs? Oh my gosh, I have some wax. I have I remember the Street Fighter wax ones that came out. I have those. But I never really got into wax too much.
Yeah, I think the whole team, for the most part, has a lot of different NFTs on different blockchains. I know there's like Lucas and some others were into Solana initially. Maybe still I haven't kind of caught up, but and then some of the bigger ETH ones. So yeah, we're all pretty open minded with NFTs, but most of us love Flow and have Flow NFTs as well. I think there's probably 60 flunks between the team here and a bunch of other Top Shot and All Day and Strike and all that. So yeah, it's hard to say.
Are we going to support any other blockchains besides Flow and Ethereum?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, probably. I think what would probably be next step would be like Polygon or LTs. But we're so focused on Flow right now and building on Flow that that's what gets us the most excited. But if we want people to be able to interact with whatever collections they are passionate about. So yeah, I could see more in the future.
All right, cool. Well, we're coming to a close here. Any last minute questions? Save them now. We got 2 minutes left of the stream, and then we'll close it off. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you guys for tuning in, by the way, everyone who's watching this, everyone who's chatting, we appreciate you. All right, Nav says one more question. Now that they think of it, if I reject a trade, do we get a chance to continue, or does it just end and move on to the next?
Yeah, I can take this one and go quick. I think we got like a couple, but yeah. So if you reject a trade, you can hit. It just takes you back to the first screen when you get that accept or decline. So it doesn't give you it gives you more opportunities to figure out a trade. And in terms of long-term projections for Top Shot, I think we're not as interested in sort of speculating on the financial value, but we know that Flow is becoming more interoperable and more people are building on over time and more powerful. And I think being able to trade across the different Flow NFTs is a good example of that. So I really like Flow. I think they're doing a lot of great things. And, I'm not going to tell somebody that they're going to make a ton of money because that could be true or could not be. But I think the team, and unless anyone else, has something bad to say about Top Shot and Flow, I think we all like it. And obviously have invested a ton of our time with Lucas, just building contracts, and everybody else here that's data scientists or software engineer or content or front end work. All of us have really invested a lot in Flow and believe in it.
Yes, and just to demonstrate that as well, really quick for you, Moxie and I have entered a trade. So yeah, here you can see I have the opportunity to accept or reject. If I hit reject, it'll just go back to the step right before. So you can just still continue. Oh, I guess, they didn't want that. And you can just continue on. So yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Okay. Any last minute, you guys want to say anything, any last minute things before we end this?
Yeah, I'll just say thank you to everybody. I know we had a couple here who helped us alpha test it. Everybody who's completed a trade, watched our streams, gave us feedback. That's so helpful to us. We really appreciate all of you, and we're going to do our best to keep listening to your feedback, make the tool better, and really hopefully make our community stronger. And shout out to Kevin and Jennifer and Moxie who have spent the most time with our community. We appreciate you all, and we hope you guys enjoy the new trade tool, and we hope we can help make it better for you.
Yay! Anyone else?
Yeah, I'm just gonna piggyback on that, and yeah,
Boo!
Chris he's well spoken. So, but yeah, I think we'll just continue streams as we've been doing. Might add in a little bit of like, streaming a little bit of the trades and stuff like that. And in terms of giveaways and stuff, I think it'll be really fun to see like if we 3, 2, 1 go and match with whoever we match with instead of doing marbles or something like that. That could be a great way to get you guys traded and stuff. But yeah, just in the future, I think we have got a lot of things planned for it and excited for it. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Nav said, congrats, Evaluate team, on a successful launch. Lazy Tony, what's poppin'? All right. With that said, thank you all so much once again for tuning in. This has been a great stream with having, a lot of the team on. This has been awesome. And yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next stream.
Thank you all.
Peace.
Thanks, everybody.